Well, I wasn't sure if that is even possible. But yeah, you guys did it. You guys actually did it. I'm not sure how or why, but you managed to do the unthinkable. We had this video a couple days ago about how I got to Legend. I played Token Druid. In short, I went face, short games, cheap deck, it works. Now a couple of you thought, hey, let me do the exact same. So you guys took the deck and then you put it into Hearthstone and then you played the deck and then you won. And you not just won, you demolished your opponents. When I checked my deck tracker first to see global stats based on HS replay, I wasn't sure if that is a bug or if you just found the best deck ever. If you take a look at the HS replay stats for decks in Wild, the deck with the highest win rate out of all the decks that are out there is the one we played. Over 2,000 wins and a 73% win rate. That is insane. That is unheard of. When there's something like a tier 1 deck, you win a couple games. When there's something like an S tier deck, you win most of the games. But if there's a God tier deck, then you have the deck we just created. You have 1 legendary and 2 epics, and the deck has 73% as their win rate. That is insane. And there's something else that is out of this universe, and that is the Ancient One. It's a giant minion. You take a Blood of the Ancient One, then you take another one, then you make 2 combined, which then equals 1 30-30 minion. It's one of the Ancient Ones, maybe there's more than one. There's like the Ancient One and the Zancient One. And you might have seen and heard the following thing before. It's easy. First I summon Barnes, and summon a Blood of the Ancient One. Then I use shadowstep to get Barnes back to my hand. Play him again, and summon yet another Blood of the Ancient One. I end my turn, and they both combine. And that is what this video is all about. We had a tryhard video last time. Let's have a more relaxed one, a more fun one, in which we summon the Ancient One in all 10 classes. I would say 9 because nobody likes Demon Hunter, but there's some cool way of summoning that in Demon Hunter. Trust me, it's exciting. All of the games you're going to see are obviously live from our twitch.tv stream. We stream, as you might have heard. Go follow, yeah. And if you would like to see any of the games in full length, we have a second channel named Daily Solem or Solem Daily. I might have switched the name around. It's almost at 2,000 subs. Thanks for that. I promise you on that channel, I will not talk over any games. It's just me, you in Twitch chat, and the gameplay as it used to be. Let's take a look at the first class, Druid. When this challenge first came to mind, to summon the Ancient One in all 10 classes, I thought about Druid first, because in Druid you can do anything. You can summon any minions to any combo. Why? Because you have one fun combination of cards. Aviana Kun. And the combo would work the following way. You can play Aviana, then use Innovate or any way to get mana, and then use Kun to get 10 mana crystals. All your minions are going to cost 1 mana. Is that fun? No. No, what is fun? Having good RNG. So we played Geppetto in here. And also Ixalit as well as double Blood of the Ancient One. And when we summon Ixalit and then Blood after Blood, we not just summon 2 Bloods, but 4 Bloods in total. And what is 4 minus 2? That's right, quick maths, that's 2 Ancient Ones. Right there, which was rank 4 on Diamond, we faced the Pirate Warrior. And as you can tell based on the following attack of the Pirate Warrior, they decided to stop living. Also, look at this, somebody subscribed. Thank you for your Twitch Prime, which is free. Maybe you have it available. You could drop a sub for free, you get some emotes. Next class. In Hunter, I had no idea how to make this work first, so I thought you can always use Carnivorous Cube, and then use something like Play Dead on that cube, so I put in a bunch of spells to just survive, as all I want to do with Geppetto is draw the cards I want to have. And a bunch of turns later, facing a Cthulhu Rogue, which kills my normal 9/9 Blood of the Ancient One not just once but twice, buffing that Cthulhu to make it gigantic, we managed to have one that survives for a turn, to then use our cube, and then use Play Dead as we expected when we built the deck. And you know what happens when you summon the Ancient One? Your opponent plays a bigger minion. They summon Cthulhu, dealing not just 24 but 48 damage. And that might be a lot of numbers, but as long as the Ancient One survives, you can always hit face with that and end the rogues alive. And as we can tell based on those eyeballs flying around, the Ancient One survived, making it so that one attack later, the Ancient One connects face and ends that rogue's whole career. Okay, I lied, it hit the neighbor, but then the 9 and hit face, okay? Yeah, anticlimactic I know. Mage. Mage has so many copy effects. There is like, summon a copy of this, get a copy of that, you have a secret called duplicate. How would you make the Ancient One work in here? The easiest way, as I found after thinking for a couple minutes, is to just put in Luna's Pocket Galaxy. The moment you put in Pocket Galaxy, every minion you draw is going to be 1 mana. Meaning, if you have a 9/9 and both are Bloods, you can use 10 mana and just summon it normally. That might be the easiest way to accomplish that. Just get Luna's Pocket Galaxy and win. It's one step. And after facing a Warlock who played basic cards like Das Dingo, we had a 1 mana Blood and then summoned a copy of that. Used the Ice Block, summoned a 3/1, and saw the B Ancient One. While they might have summoned not just 1 but 2 taunt minions, My RNG allowed me to top deck Blizzard, then we hit that 2-4, and then we ping it, and then we connect face, making this Ancient one an even better minion than it used to be. But there's one class that usually doesn't go face, and that is Paladin. A holy Paladin full of spells. And which spell do we put in here? Prismatic Lens. The smartest thing I heard from Twitch chat all day long. All you gotta do is use Prismatic Lens and you draw your minion guaranteed. It's going to probably cost 0 mana, as it swaps the cost with any of the spells that you draw, and you're guaranteed to draw Blood of the Ancient One. And then you have Gift of Luminance, you can just summon a copy of that. Even if the copy is only a 1-1, it doesn't matter. Stats don't matter. If you have 2 Bloods, you have 1 Ancient One. And with that, you summon a 30-30, and it's barely turn 5. This is actually better than expected. This might almost be a real meme deck for Paladin. But then something else happened. My opponent who played Taunt Minions and Priest had double Divine Spirit, and then they had Inner Fire for exactly 28 damage, and then they went face, and then I died. So, yeah. All I can say is, if we focus on who summoned the biggest minion in this game, I won by +2/+2 in stats. Just saying. Losing against the Priest is not fun, but playing Priest might be fun. Have you ever heard of Big Priest? It's so fun. You summon a minion and then you resurrect that over and over. You have Resurrect, you have Resurrect number 2, 3, and 4. It's wow, everybody loves it. So here's what we did. We cornered a Shadow Essence, get a 5-5, the opponent doesn't kill it, we top deck another one, summon another 5-5, and then summon a 30-30. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. What does the opponent do? They summon another Taunt Minion. Card to Defender? Just ignore that. You have Silence, you go face. Fun. Imagine how your day would be if you would lose to the Ancient One. Your day would be blessed. And talking about rogues, I once did this style of video before. I not just showed you that in the intro, how we use Barnes and Rogue and Shadowstep to summon the Ancient Bangen's Ancient One, like the meme goes, but I also did that in the past in a video, in one of those Solem Moments compilations, which I never continued. So I watched myself doing that to get some inspiration, build that deck, and then I queued up my match. I face a Mage, and guess what happens on turn 7? You play Barnes, and you summon the very first Blood of the Ancient One. You use Shadowstep on Barnes. Now it's a 3-mana card. You can't play it. Yes, you can. You not just have 1 but 2 coins. Counterfeit coins. They still count as +1 mana. Play Barnes again, summon a second Blood of the Ancient One, and with a little bit of magic, those 2 1-1s become a 30-30. Now there's nothing Mage can do against a 30-30, besides playing Polymorph, because this game is fun and great and I like it so much. In Shaman, we have a big Shaman deck, which is the exact same as big anything where you just summon big stuff. So my idea was, if I have a normal Blood of the Ancient One, and then I use Ancestor's Call on that, and use Lightning Bloom, and then I use the 2-mana resummon that minion spell, I would summon 2 in total and get my 30-30. So after a very long game against the Paladin, we did exactly that. Took forever, but it did eventually happen. Now, while I was quite happy that my insane combination there worked, and I did summon my Ancient One again, there was something I didn't think about. There's this one legendary minion that is more legendary than the Ancient One. And that is that one Warrior/Paladin card, which is called Baroth, and it sets the health to 1 instead of 30, and then it dies to a 1-1. Yeah, well, Warlock. Everybody likes Warlock. And this Lil Pump once said, everybody wanna be like me. It's actually a song. The song is so bad. First I thought, let's just put in Plot Twist and Bedrook. Because, you know, you summon stuff. If your deck is empty and you shuffle double Blood, and then you use Bedrook, you summon the Ancient One. What is even easier and cheaper is if you play Dollmaster Dorian, as well as Silverback Patriarch, to have that Ape support. Apes together strong. Now at some point in this game, I messed up and burned my Dorian, so I just tapped, hit the right minion, and did get a 0-cost 9/9, which allowed me to play both Bloods normally, get the Ancient One, see how my opponent plays Twisting Nether to ruin my dream, and yeah, well, we lost that. But we summoned that. In my heart, he was a Blood Warrior, like that one card for Warrior. There's also another card called Sudden Genesis, cards that I considered for this combo at first, but it turned out they are bad, and worse than the next card, called Dimensional Ripper. If your deck is empty and you were to play Deadman's Hand and you shuffle that into your deck, then you can just use Dimensional Ripper next turn and are guaranteed to get the Blood of the Ancient One and then summon the Ancient One. For that to happen though, your deck needs to be empty. And while that did eventually happen, our opponent was winning by a lot. Not just a little, but by a lot. They even had Antonidas, and they had this fun spell called Deep Freeze, which freezes a minion, any target apparently. I feel like the Ancient One should just be untargetable. That would just be fair. Should be like Fairy Dragon, should be elusive. This game's not fair. But there's one last class. And for Demon Hunter I thought, What if we use Glide and Dorian, which is like Plot Twist and Warlock with Dorian, but we use Glide instead because nobody plays that, even though people thought before the card was released that it's going to be insanely broken, and nobody plays that. So let's play it. We make it work. The plan? Simple. Empty your entire deck by playing Hammett, get rid of most of the cards in your hand, and then play Dollmaster Dorian and use Glide. Which means you shuffle all the cards in your hand, you summon all the minions you draw again, or in other words, you will summon the Ancient One, the Zancient One, the Bancient One, against your Galakrond warrior opponent. They might have more than 30 health, but they make interesting decisions, as you will see soon. First, they summon a giant rush minion, which rushes into the Ancient One. Yeah, it rushes into the Ancient One. And then they play another rush minion, which again attacks the Ancient One. And then we just go face and they're down to 2. That made absolutely no sense. I'm not sure what their play was supposed to be, but yeah. Questions? Maybe they're just a new player. Maybe they can't count. Maybe they are blind. You never know. And here's my surprise. I watched The Boys yesterday, season 2. And I gotta say, even though I skipped most of season 1, season 2 was pretty funny. And while I'm not sponsored by Amazon, there's always the option. Audible? Wow, Solem, you have such good content. Thank you. So stay tuned for the, Hearthstone. Watch and like the videos. And don't forget, you can always subscribe because it's one click away. My name is Blonde Hair Guy, and I see you guys soon.